Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about eutrophication. Eutrophication is a very complex system slash process that it happens in lakes or other water bodies, and this comes in grade 8 science. So let's get started. Eutrophication, first of all, the cause or the main reason it happens is because if you ever seen the farming of coffee or tea, then you know in the farming done there is done on slopes, and a lot of farming also is done on slopes. So sometimes what happens is in these commercial places, fertilizer slips down from the top of the from the top for like a slope here, and when it slips down the it comes down and goes into a water body at the end. Okay, what then happens is the fertilizer is nutrient rich, because obviously they are using that to the fertilizer to grow their plants, so obviously it has to be nutrient rich. So that nutrient goes to the bottom, and that causes many more plants and aquatic plants to grow, and most of that is algae. This is also called an algae bloom. Matlab, which basically means overproduction or over reproduction of aquatic plants. Okay, the plants die and decompose. Okay, so the plants that are normally there, because they have to die eventually after a couple of months, maybe even years, the plants die and they decompose. However, जो excess amount है ऐसी प्लांट्स का, उससे O2 के लेवल्स ड्रॉप हो जाते हैं. क्यों ड्रॉप होते हैं? क्योंकि जब डिकम्पोजर्स डिकम्पोज करते हैं तो फिर डिकम्पोजर्स नीड O2 टू डिकम्पोज मटेरियल्स. ठीक है, तो because there is such an excess amount of plants, where if in this diagram, if let's say ki that usually there would have been 1 and 2 plants, but now there are 1 2 3 4 5 6, है ना. So now there are many more plants, so the O2 levels drop significantly because the decomposers keep on using O2, and the excess plants keep on using that O2 to decompose, and thus the O2 level drops. This is even more carried forward by the algae. Many plants like algae, in fact, cover the top of the water body. They grow on the surface of the water body, they don't grow on the bottom like other aquatic plants. So what this does is the sun rays that the plants need to survive, these rays are not taken to the lake, and these rays do not reach the lake, and thus the already thriving plants, though they also die because of lack of sunlight. This speeds up the process and increases the damage. Fourth is the species in the water body die due to lack of oxygen. This process can completely disrupt an entire water body, and it can take many years for it to recover. So now what happened? The O2 level in the water body is gone. No O2 in the water body, and all living things need O2. The fishes also need O2, and all other aquatic animals need O2. So every single living mechanism inside that lake dies. Why? Because of lack of O2. This process can completely, in lot of cases, ruin the water body. So that means it can never recover. The O2 will never go back to its previous level. Sometimes the O2 doesn't even come back. Okay, and and all aquatic life is just, sometimes the water body can be recovered with external help, but this process can completely, just by some little, not even lot of fertilizer, some excess amount of fertilizer can completely ruin a vast lake. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. This is the process of eutrophication. uh, like, subscribe and share to quick revise. Thank you.